According to police source-based information, on accident, the bus fell on left side and the door of the bus came out. So we're getting you police source-based information on this tragic accident that took place in Maharashtra. Now, on accident, the bus fell on the left side and the door of the bus came out, as a result of which those who were inside could not step out. Cops also found diesel spilled on the road. Pipe connecting diesel tank to the engine had burst. Those who survived managed to get out by breaking the window panes, and the police have recovered 25 bodies. Sources say that it has become extremely difficult to identify the recovered bodies. CNN News 18's Yesha Kotak is joining us. Yesha, can you tell us more about this information?
Yes, in fact, now what's come out is because most of the bodies which were recovered from the bus have been charged, which is why it's becoming difficult for them to identify these bodies. Of course, we've seen that the bodies have been taken for post-mortem, following which the identification would also take place. But in fact, of those who survived, there have been very few people who survived. The injured have been taken to hospital, where we see both CM and DCM would be reaching, say by this morning, by afternoon is where they'll be reaching there to speak to those who survived. Now, in fact, those who survived, because like you mentioned, Anjali, that the bus had turned towards the left, which makes it difficult for people to get out. So the exit for the bus had been blocked because of the way the bus turned, and those who survived, they managed to get out of the window pane, which is how there have been two people who survived. But as of now, the information that's coming in from police is that those who survived, some of them are still critical. There's a possibility of the numbers also going high from 25 as of now. But let us also understand, Ajay, this is not the only instance that has been reported from Maharashtra highway. Ever since last evening, there were two more instances which were reported. One on the Nashik-Saputara highway, where as well there have been major injuries. There have been 15 people who have been injured. Apart from that, there was a bus accident at Akola as well that has been reported. So this, in fact, was the third instance which was reported from the highways at Maharashtra. When you speak of the Nashik-Saputara highway accident, there was a CIS car which had a medical accident with a tempo traveler traveling there. There were 3 people who were killed and 10 injured in it. Apart from that, when you speak of the accident at Akola, which took place late last evening, there was a bus which was headed towards Pune. Even that met with an accident. It was in fact preliminarily found out that the bus driver fell asleep, and there were 15 people who were injured in it. So when you speak of instances since last year, there have been 3 such accidents which have been reported on the highways at Maharashtra, and this one is a major one considering it's on the Samruddhi highway. Like my colleague there also rightly mentioned that this was considered to be a state-of-art highway in Maharashtra, which was launched, and we're seeing that there have been repeated instances, in fact, on Samruddhi highway that are being reported of various accidents that are taking place at Samruddhi highway. There are various reasons, in fact, that cops are mentioning for accidents on Samruddhi highway. But this one is a major one, as has been known, with 25 that's being reported as of now, but the numbers expected to increase also later. Yes, Anjali.
All right, Yesha, please stay with us. So, as our reporter mentioned, that since last evening, there have been 3 accidents on highways in Maharashtra. There was another accident late last evening at Nashik-Saputara late last evening, and 3 people were killed in this accident and 10 were injured. Now, another incident reported from Akola last night. A bus headed towards Pune met with an accident and 15 people were injured in it. But the big story continues to remain the accident that took place in Maharashtra's Buldhana, in which 25 people have lost their lives. Let's listen in to what Buldhana's SP has to say on this.
इस तरह है कि ये जो बस है कल नागपुर से चली थी रात को, ये विदर्भ ट्रैवल बस है और ये आज सुबह 1:35 पे यहाँ समृद्धि हाईवे पे सिंदखेड़ राजा के करीब ये एक पोल से टकराई। रोड के नीचे थोड़ा सा पोल है, उसको टकराई। उसके बाद सामने एक ब्रिज है, उससे जाकर टकराई है और जब टकराई तो उसका डीजल टैंक जो है वो फूट गया। इसके बाद डीजल स्पिल हो गया गाड़ी में और उससे जो आग लगी है और गाड़ी आगे आके टिल्ट हो गई है। जो आग लगी है उसमें लोगों को बचने का मौका नहीं मिला। एक 7-8 लोग गाड़ी से निकले हैं, किसी तरह कोशिश करके अपनी जान बचा दी, लेकिन बदकिस्मती से 25 लोगों की इसमें मौत हो गई है। और ये मौत एक्सीडेंट से ज़्यादा जलने से मौत हो गई है, बिकॉज़ ऑल द बॉडीज़ आर चार्ज्ड।